Zo, eens kijken of hij het nou wel doet.
Dankjewel, dankjewel. En ik ga toppie.
Eens kijken wat hij nu doet.
In league with the poachers.
Dat klinkt al beter.
A centaur.
Ja,
Tread
we zijn er
carefully.
weer.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Klinkt logisch.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelt. Poor beast. Revelio! Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Nou,
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
oké. Jij, want jij bent een bitch.
Show yourself!
Dit is ook een manier. Assassin's Creed, that taught me much.
think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name?
Draak!
Are those dragons?
Draken!
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. That's a brilliant idea.
Don't know what Victor was thinking strutting about this.
Dragons zijn cool.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get...
Why, that's a grapple, you are.
What was that?
Stealth mission, jongens. Stealth mission.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her teamed up like that.
Let's even her, shall we?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't live to be a Telekaiser. Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Poppy loopt in de weg.
Hello, Hamora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
It's only for... Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact!
more. The lab returns to the What have you done?
Come on!
You're the one we're looking for, and you are afraid.
What have you done for a minute time? Has no one heard of using a wand?
Controller is blijkbaar ook leeg. Maar gelukkig heb ik nog wel wat spare batterijen. Okay. Ik gebruik hem op accu normaal gesproken. Maar ja. Eens kijken.
Let's see you survive.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Leviosa.
Aim for the ring in the front of her restraints.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Hap. Goed zo. Vechten we nu tegen de draak.
Incendio. This way.
It was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely.
Jawel.
It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It'd be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
De defending dragon. Nou, dit was een eitje, joh. Dit was helemaal goeie zo. Oh. Hogsmeade.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we'll discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Collect the field pages from the book in the transformation library. Ook wel eventjes op de minimap in de gaten houden of we nog beasts zien. Dat is helaas niet. Ik moet wel zeggen, ik vond er straks het geluid vond ik erg raar.
Revelio. Revelio. So this is the underground harbour. Revelio. Confringo.
Ah!
Confringo.
Zo, die sidequest kunnen we dadelijk ook nog even doen. Hallo. Oh, look, they're dancing. Wat leuk. Wat is hier?
Revelio.
Hallo.
Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around his...
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Ja, eigenlijk wel.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Snigget.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct!
Yay!
The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
That's the Quaffle.
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you.
Nou, dat ging best
And I
goed.
won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Not now, thank you.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio will take good luck at this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete, I should attend Transfiguration.
Ja, maar we gaan ook heel eventjes naar die andere...
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Ja, maar eerst hebben
Can we
iets
meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Ja, heel graag. Ik wil mijn ei uitkoeien eigenlijk. Dat zou ik heel cool vinden. Maar hier is een quest. Dus dat gaan we eerst doen. Oh, hallo. Gryffindor.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
That sounds like
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Okay.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Accio!
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
Ik zag er een.
Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Today was a good day. It was until Garrett slashed whatever ridiculous concoction he had. Oh, oké. Laten we het niet lezen.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Revelio. Waar is die? Waar is die key? Revelio.
Hoor hem, maar ik zie hem niet.
Revelio.
Ja, dat is die. Misschien is hij geglitcht omdat we in een quest zitten of zo.
Muggles can't do that.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading that.
Wat is...
He said I had a complexion like this if he taking care of himself, I hope. Fancy saying that. I think it's because I don't... There's not 1 week gone by I haven't had a howling from my mother. She's doing it for me.
But don't be shy, for I can't wait to watch you try. Come.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Ooh.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal vial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
Okay. Perhaps your mother is alright. We can't allow your mother to stop us.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Zo, en dan gaan we naar... Transfiguration.
My fizzing whiz beer is still brewing. These things take time.
I heard Professor Weasley...
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
You don't create anything worthwhile without setting a few things on fire.
Agreed. Innovators like us are unappreciated in our time. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Yay, een uil. En dat is nu een boek. Oké.
Settle down, settle down.
Hallo, Weasley.
Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. You all know what to do.
Oké, daar gaan we. Dat was grappig.
Beautifully done.
Yup. We hebben alle spels. Dit kan grappig zijn. Dit is voor die. Oké, we gaan hier heel eventjes iets anders van maken. Die. Voor wanneer we sneaky willen zijn, dan hebben we hier voor ons beest ding. Deze die hebben we niet nodig in principe. Dus ik wil hier torture. Bombarden.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Nee.
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Laten we achter dingen aangaan. Shadow. Niet Sebastian. The Dragon is eerst.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Zij is magisch. Ze kan door een muur heen kijken. Okay, Poppy.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver.
Yep.
I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Yep.
Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Okay. That's good, Poppy. Muffin voor onderweg. Eens kijken. Eens even kijken. It's all gobbledygook. Goblin minds themselves. Ask. Astronomy. Oh, dingen. Ja. Die Ravenclaw dude. Yup. Laten we hem gaan vragen. The astronomy tower.
Hello there.
Hey, Amit.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Say it.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me. Being self-taught and all.
Lord Glock is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio. Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting your friend, Lord Glock.
Lord Glock is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms.
Zie je daar, dude. Latert.
I'll take a mandrake any day over an annoying.
In my opinion, divination.
Ik denk dat dit een hele lange wandeling is, hè? Ja, dit is zeker een lange wandeling. Zo. Hallo Anna. Hey, is die stream avatars, is die gezakt?
The place where I a storybook.
Ja. Oh nee, toch niet. Nou, mooi.
Protego!
Even gear check. Nope. Ja, er gaat niks boven dat ding op dit moment. Die ook niet. Een betere sjaal. Nope. Oh, dat is ook wel mooi eigenlijk. Ik vind de planeet ding weer het mooiste. En het maakt helemaal geen reet uit ook.
You can stop a thief in their tracks.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
These rocks have seen better days. Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Revelio.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance
Confringo.
a spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. That solves that.
Ik weet alleen niet wat dit doet, jongens. Weet iemand wat dit doet?
Revelio.
Zo. Zo. Doen we even allemaal tussendoor. Dat maakt allemaal helemaal niks uit.
About the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you know what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Gotcha. Ah, de Capricorn. Dat ben ik eigenlijk.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
What are you up to now?
Hello,
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Okay.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Nope.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Kom maar, Amit. Oh, deze die kunnen we anders niet krijgen.
The door is looking at us.
Okay.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were. Matter of time till Ratchet's one there. Someone's here.
Being watched. Fine, I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. I'll be quiet.
Yep, doe dat. No offense, Amit, maar je praat te veel.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Wizard kind will submit to us once the war is over.
Petronius Totalis.
Traitor 5!
Niks te maken met afraid. Heeft te maken met slim.
Over here! On to the den for you!
Confringo. Pity. Not mine.
Descendo! Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
Revelio.
40 day. Dit is veel makkelijker.
The boiler activated that handle. See it? I see. Accio should easily engage the handle. Marvelously clever.
Sneaking around at the speed of sound. Waar moeten we heen?
I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Put me down!
Potato! Stupefy!
I won't win.
Descendo! Descendo! Your spells glance off of me.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we? This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Damn it! Dat is allemaal zo jammer.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Oh, dat was weer welletjes. Oh, ja. Zo, ja.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood. I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Eitjes.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Wauw, was een mooie cutscene dit. Yep, linking shit together, I like it. Okay. The egg. The Shadows of Time. Imperial. keertje op... Screw you, poachers! Het is toch een verdomd mooie game. Moeten we wel de goede kant op. Oh, ik kan hier helemaal niet heen. Oké. Een dakgeval. Dan gaan we het zo doen, want anders dan moeten we er helemaal omheen.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. What do you have in store for me this time? Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
You're here. Good.
Okay, let's do this.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Oké, let's go. Laten we dit doen. Equip better gear. Maar ik heb al goede gear. Ik heb al mijn beste gear. Of niet.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Confringo. Lombardo.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. We've rid the world of another god. I shall sleep better tonight. Accio. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Accio.
That's
Guardian
not
Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Confringo. Bombarda. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
Confringo.
The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Yes, I would like to learn.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Yes, I would like
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand's movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard. Crazy. That spell got my attention.
Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda!
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Accio! Outrageous of you.
I try.
Bombarda!
Accio!
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols. That worked. Keep going.
Accio!
Guardian Leviosa! Bombarda! Accio! Guardian Leviosa! Bombarda!
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Thank you.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Imperio! Bombarda!
Crucial!
Bombarda!
Crucial!
Potato! Stupid! Imperio! Bombarda!
Crucial!
Potato!
Ah, dang it.
Keep going.
Let's do this.
Potato! Stupid one. Imperial! Stringo! Sendo! Stringo! Stupid one. Imperial! Crucial! Defender! Bombarda! Potato! Stupefy! For a moment there, I thought that would never end. Confringo! Accio! Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing. Hold on. Don't give up yet. Revelio!
The relic contains the potential. It's possible it could benefit not only wizard kind, but the world. But the dark sacrifice involves to release it. Intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic. I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it. What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
Avada Kedavra. We need it.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Uh-oh. Oké, nou moeten we het goed doen, mensen.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
I cannot side with you. Sebastian is right.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the Dark Arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on. What did you do? Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
Wow, that was heavy. Okay.
Confringo!
Dat is jammer dit. kidding. Glitcht die nou ook weer uit?
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperial on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
Bombarda! Watch your step. I nearly slipped there. We've always looked out for each other, Ominous and I. I hope he knows that hasn't changed.
Accio! Confringo! Bombarda! Defendo! Defendo! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Accio! Defendo! Confringo! Bombarda!
We've rid the world of all this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems.
Confringo!
Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Ominous. Waarom moet je zo ominous zijn? Dit was wel een dingetje. Dadelijk moet ik er eentje doden. Dat is namelijk ook niet echt de bedoeling, zeg maar. Maar ik wil die curse wel leren.
How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Okay.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Let's go. Kom op dan.
That's your bet.
Kom op dan.
Utterly pitiful, this land.
Meant for me.
Accio! Protego!
Let's get it.
Bombarda!
When are you going to give up?
Confringo! We have to fight!
Are you quite
You're not in here! Accio! Confringo! We've got them! They'll retreat! We'll make them retreat! Defender! I'm handling Accio! Confringo! Bombarda! Protego! We have to fight! Imperial!
Quite. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Crazy. You'll not win here. We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat. You fool! Stop provoking!
I'm handling it.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her. You did what you had to do. If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Oh. Eerst wat Again. We moeten cellen, jongens. We moeten er vanaf.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian saved his sister.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Nou, waarom? Omdat het nodig is, blijkbaar.
Revelio.
En ik doe hetzelfde.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Oh, een demiguise binnen. Daar heb ik geen druk aan, maar
Not
ik
sure
kom
how
niet
I'd
binnen.
fare in a little place like this.
Hallo, ik wil graag cellen, alsjeblieft. In dat geval gaan we nog heel even naar Hogsmeade. En als we daar weg zijn, dan ga ik hem afsluiten weer voor vandaag. Dan gaan we die de volgende keer doen. hebben gewoon dik 3 uur gespeeld vandaag. Ook al ziet het er niet uit, maar ja. Dan krijg je als in één keer de computer denkt van, weet je wat?
Get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Ik ga eens heel eventjes gewoon de audio even helemaal...
You're back! Nice to see you again.
Slechter.
Nice doing business with you.
Slechter. Als mijn basis goed is, dan kan ik er wel iets mee. Die kan weg. Die kan weg. Dit 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 kan ook weg. Deze kan ook weg.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Dankjewel voor mijn geld. Nou mensen, ik wil jullie hartelijk danken voor het kijken. Voordat we gaan, wil ik nog wel even één ding even doen. Dat is heel even kijken of we een andere Nederlander kunnen vinden. In ieder geval iemand in het Engels. Die ook niet al te veel kijkers heeft. Gaan we heel even zoeken. Ik had er daar straks iemand gevonden, maar het ziet eruit alsof die offline is. Moment. Ah, kijk. Mensen, ik dank jullie hartelijk. En we gaan eens wel eventjes iemand anders. En graag in de chat van die anderen gooien. Laten we zeggen de Zarkwell raid gewoon. Laten we er iets makkelijk van. Gewoon Zarkwell play raid. Are we ready? Let's go. En dank jullie wel voor het kijken. Tot de volgende. En bye bye man.